Welcome to a guide to new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. This is the second part of the guide to new mods for the 6th of May. That's yesterday's mods, because so many dropped, including a mod map. It was too many to fit into one guide to. So I've done one on placeables. That's already posted. You might want to whiz over and have a look at that. If I remember, I'll put a link. Or it might pop up in the corner now. This is the machinery part of that guide too. We have got a few to look at, including, and I'm going to use that word again, a game changer. Something people have been looking forward to for quite some time. Let's start off here. So in front of me I have the Case IH14. This is a plough, and this is by... Now, it could be Gery. There's normally Gery's with a J, could be with a G. It's Gery. It could be Gery. I'm sorry if I've got it wrong. Modding and AAA Modding, Aaa Modding as well. This is a 3-meter plough. I like this style of plough. I wish it was wider. I wish it was a 6. I'll be totally honest with you. I wish it was a 6 meter. Small machinery is great when you're starting out. But, you know, sometimes you just need something a little bit bigger. But, that being said, it's a flat plough, which means it sits kind of straight across the back compared to the ones that are quite kind of long and stretch out behind you. So I like this design. It's a nice looking one. What I will do very, very quickly, let's look up to here. So I've got the help menu. Now, the wheels on this, and this is the weird one. If you lower the plough, it lowers it straight in. And I think, because I haven't been able to find anything, weirdly, that allows those tyres to move. So it's not like it rolls along the ground when you're transporting it. I think that's designed so that when it goes into the ground, those tyres prevent the plough from going any further into the ground and kind of digging itself in and getting caught. So when you drop that down into the ground, the tyres would kind of sit on the ground and roll as you plough. But there you go, 3-meter plough by Gery Modding, sorry, and AAA Modding. I like these flat ones. Like I say, it would be nice to have a wider one. Actually, I'm going to drop that just there. But a very sound, tidy, neat mod. We'll have a look under plows, just there, and we'll scroll across to, there we go. Case IH, well, it says 1014 there. On the Modhub it just said 14, but never mind. 1014, 10,000 to buy, which means it's actually not too expensive for a 3-meter. That's the cheapest one. There might be some other modded ones, but that's actually not a bad price, actually 10 grand for a 3-meter straight fronted plough. Like that. There's no options available on it. Oh, hang on. Oh yes, the decals, sorry. You can change the decals. You can have it standard case international, then you can have the small decal. It's hard to see that quite in the 1014 one. And then third one, you can just have international 14 on it. There we go, I forgot about that. So many mods the last couple of days, it's hard to keep up with them all. Right, so that's the first one. Let's turn it off for a second. Next up, we have got here. This is the self-made 800 kilogram weight. This is by Rich Black Labele TWD Modding. It's a weight, it's an 800 kilogram weight. Self-made. I don't think there are any options on this one. I'm pretty sure there aren't. We will have a quick look though in store. I'm pretty sure this was one that was just a standard weight. Right at the very end there, 800 to buy. Yeah, no options available. But it does look to me, in certain lights, that's got almost like a little pearlescent flip on that. The colour, if you zoom in, you've got blue, but then it's a kind of a purpley blue on the metallic as you kind of go around. I noticed that when I was just fiddling around with it out here. As you go around, you can see that kind of purpley blue flip on that. That's quite. I like that. It's cool. Cool colour. But there you go. That's well, says front weight. A weight, 800 kilogram. Right. Next up, what should we go to? We have got this. This is the Vnsfdg2 Top Down 500. This is by. I never get this right. Mlody. Could be. I've said this before. Could be Melody. Mlody98. This is 7 slots and is a. I think it's under cultivators. Again, we'll find it. It's not a problem. It's here somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's under cultivators. Or is it disc arrows? I think it might be disc arrows. Hang on. Yes, disc arrows. There we go. The Top Down 500. This is a 5 metre. Part of the kind of cultivators. I know they're split between power harrows, disc arrows, and cultivators now. It does the cultivating job, gives you the cultivating texture. 69,000 to buy. This, as I said, was 7 slots. No options available other than what it is. It's a very nice, neat, tidy mod. That's it opened. The detail on them is amazing. You know, the time it takes to make mods like this is incredible. I know some get converted over if they've got a file from 17 and that kind of stuff, or even prior to that. But it still takes time to make them. There's a lot of intricate moving parts and things that work on that. Very nice indeed. So there you go, cultivator, 5 metre, the Vnsfdg2 Top Down 500 by Mlody98. What else we got? Right, here we have got the Kuhn Varimaster. This is the 153 4+1. This is by Agri. No, it says XI, so that could be 11. Could be Agri11 or it could be AgriXI. This is a, I think it's a 2.5 metre plough. Well, it says 4+1. I'm assuming because it's 4 blades plus 1, I think, but that would be 5, isn't it? So in store, this is also under Plows. I think we were pretty much right next to it a minute ago, but anyway, that's right. There you go. The Varimaster 153 4+1, 24,500. Which, when you consider that's 10 grand for a 3 metre, this is 24,500 for a 2.5 metre. I know which one I'd go for, but no options available. Just the plough as is. Again, it's just, you know, various different options on the same kind of designs. We've got some smaller ones down here as well. We've got 2 metre, 2.5 metre. Then we start moving up in size. The Grommash POH and the Salford. So it's just different manufacturers, different options to have in game. We have got some largish ones as well, but you know, there you go. 2.5 metre plough, Varimaster 153 4+1. What's it require? 150 horsepower, and the other one's 180. So yeah, 150 horsepower requirement. Not too bad at all. That was by AgriXI or Agri11. I hope I got the right. It's 4 slots to buy the first one of those. Next up, I'm sorry I'm whistling through these. There are quite a lot and I don't want to take too long. I like this one. This is a cool one. Small machinery is not everyone's cup of tea. I totally get that. And I know I will get the comments, as I often do, where's all the big machinery? And I will say, as I always do, I don't make them, I just review them. If people make larger seeders, ploughs, cultivators, whatever, they'll appear in the Modhub. I'm just reviewing what's available. So this is Lemkin Sapphire 8. This is by STv-Modding. This will use up 6 slots. Again, another nice detailed mod. I don't often show seeders and things. It's difficult now to show them refilling at seed and refill points, because some maps don't have seed refill points. Some maps require you to have pallets, but now there are so many different placeable options. It's a case of you may come across certain placeables that it won't refill from. It may only refill from pallets. There are too many options available for me to realistically show you all of them available. So it may well be you'll come across one somewhere that it won't necessarily refill from. Again, I have no control over that. That's obviously just the way it is, unfortunately. PTO attachment. This is under regular seeders. So this does your standard seed types, or your first few seed types. And it's right on the end there. This is a 3 metre seeder. Options available, none other than what you get. I would obviously, if it was me, use it with a front seed tank because it's only got a 600 litre capacity, which isn't huge. But then you wouldn't really be doing massive fields with one this side. I wouldn't have thought you would anyway, with a seed this side. This does have the possibility to direct drill, so you don't always necessarily need to cultivate a field. It can do it straight off the bat, which is rather helpful. And it only seeds, it doesn't seed and fertilise, this one. But another nice, very neat, very tidy mod. And that one was by STv-Modding. Right, on to the first of our... No, hang on, wait for it. I was going to say trailers. We're not onto trailers yet. We have got this. Now, I'm going to get something wrong on this. I know I am, so I'm expecting the comments. If you know more than I do on this, fantastic. Comment, let me know. But I'm sure I'm going to get something wrong. This is the Grommash BMSP. This is by Vnsfdg2. This is a 7.5. This comes under weeders, just here. Go on to the end, 7.5 metre. The BM75, 27,160 to buy. Now there's some options available on this, and I found this with one of the other mods that came out. There you go, the Scarifex. There's some options that, depending on the ground state, will have a different impact. So, straight off the bat, standard one is as is. Then you can have design. Yes, you get the rear kind of hazard things with light bits on them. So those go on and off like so. Mode, we've got mulch harrow, which has these discs at the front. Slightly hard to see. Or you can have it weeder, which takes those off. The difference between the two, the weeder I think just does weeds, whereas the mulch harrow, it could be like the other one that gives you a fertilising state. I'm not 100%. I just tried it on one of the fields and I couldn't get it, that bit to work. I think that's maybe what it is, but that's a little bit of a... Again, it depends on your ground state, depends what fertilising state you've got on already. Weeder will only get rid of weeds in the first growth stage of a crop. So if you're trying to get weeds out of a crop that's past its first growth stage, you're going to need a herbicide sprayer anyway. And then we've got option down here, it says attaches. We've got nothing, or we've got sowing sections, and there's a reason for that. This doesn't come on its own. This comes with, under seeders, it comes, and this is why this is the Grommash BMSP. It comes with this little thing here, the Grommash SP200, which is a little seed tank which attaches on, but it doesn't just attach to this one, it can attach to other ones. So you've got the Grommash AT30, AT40, or the BM75, which is what we're looking at the moment. That's a 200 litre seed tank, and it will allow you to put grass, oilseed, radish, cover crop, and canola, interestingly enough. Again, you would probably have to put that with a front seed tank to get enough seed to do an entire field, but it does give you the option to kind of use that as a seeder as well, which is an interesting one. But yeah, so yeah, a lot of options available on that one. I'm never sure with the weeders. I've said this so many times before now. I find them an absolute nightmare when you can, when you can't, and you know. Everybody tells me it's simple. Everybody messaged me to let me know how it works, and interesting enough, everyone that messaged me says something different. So I'm never quite sure who's right and who's not. But anyway, so there you go. That's the Grommash BMSP by Vnsfdg2. That's 12 slots for the first one. And then obviously the seed tank is... I haven't got one of those, so what was the seed tank? That was something else on top. That's another 7. Wow, okay. So potentially 19 slots if you have them both together. Right, on to the first of our trailers. We have got the Valzelli... well, it's kind of like a dump trailer, I guess. This is by... Now this has got a few names on this. This is by Mirozed, Mlody98 Vnsfdg2, Agrifutura Modding team. Another trailer to add to the collection, but a different company now. Again, lots of great detail on this. Doesn't blur when you get up too close. At the end of the day, like I said before, it's a trailer. It does what trailers do, but I haven't come across this manufacturer. I don't think we had this in 17, so again, it's nice to have something new in game, something a little bit different. This will be under trailers. So the Mlody98 VI, I think it is 140. It will do all those crops, and it's got a maximum capacity of 31,000 litres. 22,000 to buy. That's for the standard version. 22,000 gives you a capacity of 27,000 litres, which is that one there. We can change the main colour to anything we want, like so. That was weird, I don't know why I went for that. Rim colour we can change. Let's say if we're going to go with black. Design colour we can change. Oh, that's not a good look, is it? Let's go with something a bit darker. Maybe blue on there. There we go. So we can. There's a few options of things we can change on here. Capacity we can have 27,000 litres or 31,000 litres. We can change from Trelleborgs to Michelins. Michelins cost an extra 1,000. Not sure why, because it doesn't change the width. They're not standard to wide or anything like that. It just changes the manufacturer, but that'll cost you an extra grand for Michelins on there. So there you go, 27,000 litres or 31,000 litre capacity. As far as unloading goes, this one, let's get to here. So, unloading, the back opens first, and then it tips. So it's a bit like a dump trailer, rather than the usual kind of grain cart. There you go. Nice, neat, tidy mod. Very cool indeed. Right, let's move out of the way. Stop there. Next up, we have got this. This is the TWD 14. This is by Gery Modding. I think it's designed to go with the little D. I always get it wrong. It's on the front. The D754 truck. I mean, it's that kind. It will hook up with any of them, but I think that's what it's designed to go with. This is a smaller trailer, but it's got a couple of nice little features on this. Yeah, it's cool. I like this one. So again, we're under trailers. So it's the Lizard TWD 14, 25,365 to buy. That's got a slot count of 14 options available on it. We can change the main colour. Not a huge selection. The main colour is the chassis section. We can change the rim colour again. Only a few to choose from, not the whole colour palette. Design colour is the body. We can change that colour as well. Now it says left side active or right side active. That's the side it can tip from. So once you've picked that, unless you go in and can reconfigure it, you don't have the option like for grain door and that kind of thing. You'll see why in just a second. So if I go left side active or right side active, hang on, it switches those. You can only just about see it on the back, really. It's slightly tricky to see. It's just the way the lighting is on there. You might be able to see it a little bit better. Which changes the tip side. And then we've got some wheel or tyre options anyway. We have got standard 70R20s. We've got 70R20 U27. And then we've got 70R20 L60, which is slightly chunkier, knobbly options. As far as that goes, actually, we hook it up to the Lizard truck. Got fifth wheel attacher. Now, as part of this pack, you notice when that hooks up, the landing gear comes down. Very nice. This does actually come with a dolly. So if you don't want to use it with the truck, under dollies, we've got the Lizard TWD 14 dolly as well, which is 5 slots. So if you want to use a tractor or something to pull that, you've got a few options again on here, tyre options as well. But yeah, if you want to use a dolly for that, you can use the TWD 14 dolly that goes with it. So as far as tipping options go, if I open that out now, it says tip side front body. If I press it again, tip side back body. So this is actually cut into 2 sections. So it's one of those ones where it's got an 18,000 litre capacity, 9 in each. So you can carry 2 separate crops or 18,000 litres of all one crop. But you change that tip side. It's not let me do it, is it? No. That's so frustrating. There we go. So it'll tip. There we go. Opens bottom and top, kind of a split gate tip, like so. And I can change it to tip side back body and do the same thing. Oh, come on. There we go. Nice animation. Neat, tidy. Very cool indeed. That's by Gery Modding. And bringing me on to the last of the mods. This is the one that a lot of people have been waiting for. People have been asking for larger trailers. They wanted the 70,000 Black Sheep Modding trailer that could daisy chain or land train or road train, depending on where you come from. What you call it, I've always called it a land train. A lot of people call it road trains, and they call it daisy chain them together. Again, it depends where you come from. Now, this is the trailer. This is the new Wilson Pace Setter Super B. This is by Stephan Beran Custom Modding. And it's got a 60,000 litre capacity, 30,000 front, 30,000 back, and this is how it comes. Very, very cool indeed. Now, obviously, the standard pace setter in game is a 60,000 litre, which has got a split tank as well, 30-30. So, realistically, you think, well, okay, it's just a Super B, it's just an alternative version. The pace setter in game is shorter, but the same capacity. So the question then is asked, well, okay, great, why do we need this? Because we can now hook these all together and we can have massive long land trains, providing your lorry of choice has got big enough horsepower or enough horsepower to actually deal with it. This is very cool indeed. So let's find it. Now, the standard one, there we go, the pace setter is 80,000, 60,000 litre capacity, but it's one long body, like so, with 2 traps, and it's actually split half and half. This one, the Super B, so the Super B is also 60,000 litres, but it's obviously split, as you've already just seen. Options available, we can change the rim colour, and some really nice options here. Stainless steel, zinc, chrome, new silver. They won't let me getting any closer to the tyres on there, which is a bit annoying, but white, oh that's bright, pearl white, gunmetal, which is slightly more grey than black. What's on there? Like chrome. I love the chrome ones, they look really, really cool. We can change the main colour, and that's the body, stainless steel, black. Gunmetal, I think, looks fantastic. That's what I've gone for. And then we've got design colour, and you can pick from the palette again to suit your needs. I obviously went for MrSealyp green because that's what I do. So that's how it comes, which is absolutely wonderful. Fantastic bit of kit, but like I say, it's still the same size as the other one, and that's where the trick up its sleeve comes into play. This is very, very cool indeed. So let's hook it up. Now, top left hand corner, you've got the option to switch between, so I can switch between my trailers front and rear, and obviously the main tractor unit. So I can uncover the front, I can switch to the back, I can uncover the back, I can tip front, back, I can, you know, whichever I want to do it. But what's really cool is, It's not joined all the time. If I detach now, I take this front section with me. This front section is the first 30,000 litres, and it has this attachment on the back. Which means then, potentially, with enough of these sections here, because obviously that's a fifth wheel attacher there, with enough of these together, I can just keep linking them, bump, 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 back, 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 all the way go. Now, they're 80 grand to buy, so that's not a cheap alternative. However, if money's no object and you don't really care, you can just keep linking them together. That does, however, mean that this section becomes fairly redundant, unless you just want to use it as a separate tractor unit. Because if I go and grab, where is it? I can run these independently. Like so. So I've got a 30,000 litre trailer if I want to do it like that, have them split. What it does also mean though is that I can sell that independently. I'm going to try that in a second because I haven't tried that yet. But what it does mean is that if I now take this unit and back it up to the other one I've got just over here, which is already waiting just to be connected, I'm already making my my land train, road train, whatever you want to call it. So now we've gone from 60,000 litres to 90,000 litres. If I do it again taking this back one off, put another one on, and then another one, I can just keep going. That's fantastic. That's just an amazing bit of kit. Like I say, it does mean it can make those rear sections redundant unless you're going to keep them all somewhere. It does look absolutely fantastic though, doesn't it? It really does look good. Now it would mean, of course, let's go back to the front one, that if I wanted to, with the one I've got over here, I mean you get the idea, it's not, you know, it's not rocket science when you get your head around what exactly is going on. I go to the other one I've got here. I did get 3 of these just to make sure I could kind of get this to work properly. Hook that one up, disconnect that one, come back to the front. It does now mean I've got 120,000 litre capacity. That's better. There we go. So there you go, 120,000 litre capacity. That is fantastic. So there you go. What a bit of kit. Those wheels look amazing on there as well. That's a serious bit of kit. Right, now, as I said, what should happen now, it should happen, I think it will, if I take this into here. Oh, I leased these, I didn't buy them, did I? Doesn't matter, it should allow me to return that. If they were purchased, you'd sell them, but I leased them to do the video. But anyway, so if I do that now, repair, no repair, return. So if I return that one unit, it doesn't return the other one. You can do it separately. So yeah, like I say, if you want to, and your money's no object, and you can kind of bounce through buying up whole sections of those, you can do it that way if you want. It's entirely up to you. Very, very nice piece of kit. Very, very cool. That one was by Stephan Beran Custom Modding. Now it did say in store that they were only 1 slot, and they were only 1 slot when I actually first went to buy them. So if I go to garage, it says 1 slot on each of these, and that wasn't a mistake. When I went in there to get them, they were only 1 slot, and that was for the double, the Super B. So you got the pace set of 36-inch and the pace set of Super B. So it does actually put them in your garage as separate units. The Super B section and then the rear section. So you can sell them off or return them independently. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.